Welcome back to Winging It Buffalo Style this morning. We are just 1 week away from the school board election day in the Buffalo Public Schools. We're continuing to learn more about each and every candidate for the seats this year as we wing it with the candidates. And right now we're joined by Bernie Tolbert on the couch. Bernie, we were just talking, you've had quite a history within the Buffalo Public Schools. You were educated in the Buffalo Public Schools. You were a teacher there yourself. And your mother was an educator herself too. Tell us a little bit about her.
Well, my mother is what I call a great educator. She was very young, 23, when my dad left her with 5 children, and without a high school degree. She went back to school, got a high school degree, college degree, and eventually became a teacher. And after a career, retired as a supervisor of elementary education. She was a great inspiration, and she was always relentless in ensuring that me and my 4 siblings paid attention to education.
And it's a multi-generational thing in your family. Some of your children are educators themselves within the Buffalo Public School District.
I have 3 children, and 2 of them were teachers. My son, my oldest son, taught for about 8 years in Buffalo at Futures Academy. My daughter has been a teacher for 9 or 10 years now. She's still a teacher at Enterprise Charter School here in Buffalo.
And you yourself have had a very varied career. You were an educator yourself, you were a teacher. You also have worked with the FBI, private security as well within the private industry. What makes you want to get back into the education field now?
Well, education has always been very important to me, starting with that example that my mother set. And when I ran for mayor last year, I had 2 top priority issues, education and then crime and safety. So it's not something that's new. It's something I've always been concerned about. And I now have grandchildren. My children are grown up. I have a granddaughter who attends Buffalo Public School and another granddaughter who will soon be attending Buffalo Public School. So it's very important to me. And you talked about my career. I attribute whatever successes I've achieved to my start in the Buffalo Public Schools. So I want to make sure that all of our children have those same opportunities that I did.
And what are some of your goals if you do gain one of the seats, the at-large seats right now?
Well, we start with developing and supporting a system of high-performing schools that are providing quality education to all of our students. We have to do that. And as we do that, we have to bridge that achievement gap. I also want to be a part of a robust and dynamic parent engagement process. At this point in our school system, I don't think we fully embrace parents. I don't think we view them as valued collaborators. And who know the children better than their own parents? So we need to make that a two-way street where the schools are telling parents how their children are doing and what they can do to be better parents to help them get there. But we also have to listen to the parents. We have to make sure that we invite the parents that they have a seat at the table, that every day we're reaching out, we're embracing parents. We can't just do it passively. We've got to be very active and very aggressive.
And how would you do that? It does seem right now that parents do want to be involved with the public schools. They have expectations. Some of them even have demands. How would you tap into that resource and use it positively?
Well, there are a number of ways. Right now the board, when it's meetings, they have their meetings, one meeting every other meeting in the schools. I would be in favor of putting all of the meetings in schools because it just gives parents greater access. Also, I think there should be a parent rep on the board. Certainly you can say board members are parents, but we have it for the last 2 years. Buffalo schools have had a student rep. Why not have a parent rep on the board who reports to the parent? Then there's an organization, a district parent coordinating council, who are the stated representative parents. They need to be valued. They need to be a part of what's going on. If that's the group that's representing parents, we need to make sure that there's transparency between the board, the district, and the DPCC. We can do a better job of embracing them, and those are a couple of things I would do. I always, for myself personally, I've suggested I will have a parent advisory council that I will meet with, just so that I can be sure I'm keeping my fingers on the pulse, you might say, of what's going on in education, what parents are thinking, what their concerns are. Parent engagement is key and critical if we're going to make progress in our school system.
Another thing that you've spoken about is the importance of implementing technology into the classroom. What are some of your goals in that realm?
Well, the governor passed a bill, or in his last budget talked about technology. We need to make sure that we are embracing that we're positioning ourselves so we can take advantage of that. We need to expand bandwidth within school systems. We should be giving children tablets over the summer so they can read and stay abreast of their educational pursuits. We know that during the summer months there's a fall off, if you will, and so that if we can prevent that fall off, let's give students more technology. Just put more technologies in the classroom. We do have whiteboards and other things that are being used now, But this whole world of technology just explodes exponentially. Every year. Let's stay in front of that. Let's not be behind the curve in terms of implementing and using some of that technology.
A lot to keep track of for sure. Once again, Election Day is a week from today. That's Tuesday, May 6th. Candidate Bernie Tolbert, thanks for winging it with us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me on.